So I'm on my hardcore tune and I am level 5 and I've decided, okay, playing hardcore, what we're going to do is completely ignore the hardcore stuff and we're just going to level up. So that means if I see one of those moats, I'm ignoring it. I'm not going to click it. The reason why is because I just want to get to cap as fast as I can, and my gear is absolute garbage. So I don't want to have anything accidentally, you know, like derail me like by dying and then I have to start over again. So I'm going to do my best to just get through the content as fast as I can and get to cap as fast as I can. And then once we're at cap, we will start filling the two these loots that I have. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is just take that off. I'm not even going to worry about it. You know, I mean, we need gear. So I thought about, well, what I can do is I could log into my main, who's level 34, and then I could just farm myself a bunch of gear. But I don't really feel like doing that because this event isn't going to last for more than a couple of months. I don't want to have to re-farm a whole bunch of gear that I already have just because I need the Symphony of the Fae on it. And then when the event's over, all that won't matter anyway. I just basically need to get myself to cap and then work Reapers with whoever else is at cap. Basically, like that's what I need to do. So I'll just fill them at cap with people doing Reapers and I won't stress out, you know, in low heroics. I'm just going to basically blast as fast as I can to get myself, you know, like leveled up. Basically, that's the plan. And we're rocking chain, so like we should be able to do okay in here. And I'm going to pull out my my whatever that dude's called. It is also possible that I die because like my keyboard literally is dying. You guys can hear it, and if it dies and like I lose the ability to interact with the screen, I could actually die. I hope that's not the case. I have a new keyboard that it's not new. I have a different keyboard that I could use, but we'll see. If I really get like effed over the keyboard, then I'll swap it out. But I'm hoping that I can make it through the stream tonight because alright, so he got the bell, right? So that means they should be coming, yeah. Yo, dude, why are you staring at me? I have you set on attack. Why aren't you charging in there? Right? What's wrong with that, dude? Something about the way the Feywild Muse runs, he's always been sort of weird. There he goes. Now he's going in there attacking. It's cool. He can heal too, so I still have a boost. I think that's 20%. Yeah. Pretty sure I have like another one in my bank. It's either 10 or 20%. So since I'm just going to cap, I'm just gonna try like to keep a potion on as much as I can. Although I probably wouldn't buy one, but I think I have one or two of them. The other thing is we can definitely go out and do like Slayer Zone stuff. So I have like Slayer pots. That dude just critically hit me. Okay. Yeah, I need to like kind of try to get my damage up a little bit. All right, we are undead. We're running undead, right? So we're immune to fear. We're immune to poison. We're immune to disease. We're immune to hold. Like, we're immune to everything, basically, as an undead. Only thing that will really F us up is the, like, this a searing light. And these clerics, the hobgoblin clerics, they do searing light. So I have to be careful. A champion could certainly, like, hit me for more than 128 hit points. For this here, I'm going to jump. I'm not going to go around and deal with the trap. I'm going to bypass it. So if you guys know this way, that's cool. If not, then I'll show you what I do rather than dealing with that trap. And I don't have a trapper. I could pull out Froggo and do the traps, but just really don't feel like it. So the first thing we have to do is kill these dudes up top. Otherwise, they will just rain death on you. So once these dudes are out of the way here. Okay, so we got all those dudes. There'll be a couple of clerics up top. We have to take them out first. And that's what Chain is really good for. I have to be careful if they hit me with Searing Light. Alright, so now I just have to basically jump up if I can catch this ledge, which I did. And now we're good to go. Alright, there we go. The dude with the thing is down here somewhere, right? And they should come up here at me. I just don't know where they are right now. But they should run through the traps and die. Hopefully they don't, you know, like drop the thing. I think I have to trigger them. Or is it... Yeah, it's not on the ground already. Alright, so I'm going to leave him here. That way... If anybody comes through the trap, they'll see him and go for him. And then I just have to make sure that these dudes go up there. Or that they already didn't die down here somewhere. It's possible that, like, I screwed it up and they're already dead. Oh, there they are. So that's all of them right there. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get up. It's possible I get tagged. right, here we go. Oh, man. Are they still here? No, it looks like they went around. Good. All right, guys, let's go into the trap with you. Oh god, that level 9 cleric just died. I thought it was my companion. Alright, so those things definitely saw me. They're not down there. Maybe? I need to, like, send this dude here. How do we do that? I'm so used to playing, like, Diablo, right? Diablo 4. Like, you click the ground and just run to it. We don't have anything like that for our companions, do we? So I actually have to, like, throw something on the ground and then have him run to it? Could I do that? I don't know. I don't even know if I can do that, can I? No. What if I drag it like it's in The Sims? Will that work? No, that'll just destroy it. Can I drop it? No. I could, yeah, I haven't played this game in a while, so I kind of forgot that you can't just throw something. Like, I need to get something over there so I can send him to it. Oh, maybe if I throw a dagger into the wall, will he? No. I mean, because I can see a dagger that I throw at the wall, right? Like right there, but I can't target it. Lame. Maybe if I run around here. It looks like I didn't even see them down there. I think I have to just go get them. This is so dumb. Alright, dude, let's go. Here they are. Yeah, we're not gonna fight him. We're just gonna get the hell out of here. So note to self, you can't throw something. It'd be super cool if you could. Right? That would be something cool, like that they could sell in the store. Right? Like a some sort of like a mortar that you could, you know, throw something across a room. Either that, or if they made it so that the Bigby's hands worked. Like that actually might work. If I dropped a Bigby's hand, then maybe I could tell the hireling to go to it. So maybe I should start experimenting with those. I have enough of them, right? All right, I'll show you guys if anybody's new. So I'm basically just redoing my build. We're going at level 12. We'll be all Enlightened Spirit to take advantage of shining through, and the extra hit points. We'll be doing our blast, so that means we're taking maximize, empower, quicken. We will also focus on enchantment because I want my CCs to work later on in endgame. But until we get there in heroics, we're just chain shape blasting here. We're gonna max boost all of these packed things, and max in charisma. We're not doing constitution. You could do con, Probably smart to do con on a hardcore tune, but I just decided to do charisma. Our extra 2 points over here are Infid, Arc Explorer. It's a slightly more damage. We're just trying to squeeze all the damage we can out of it. We're using Dread Mist as an SLA, which I have on my bar there, and Embrace Death is basically our undead form, which makes us immune to everything, gives us a little bit more charisma. And then this Manipulate the Mist gives us a pack die. We'll also get this one up here, this Vampiric Blast. We'll probably mess around with all these. Not sure if we'll do Crushing Dread. Probably not, but I'll get obviously as much as this as I can, but this is a first life tune. I don't have, you know, really any points on it. We won't do any of this side over here, really. Although, I did think Fearsome Countenance was pretty cool. And since we're going to have enchantment DCs, I might actually take that, because it is a pretty decent CC. So, we're not going to really worry about any of that stuff. We're just going to try to get to cap as fast as we can without dying. And the damage is just so low. On a warlock that we need every advantage that we can get. My gear is so bad. So we're going through here to try to find a to get the buffs so we can boost ourselves as we go up against elemental damage from the House P buffs. We'll probably do Feywild to see if I can get any gear from there. And then we're just going to basically blast, like, you know, quests that will get me a lot of XP. But we want to have as much fun as we can on the way and try to get some loot. So we'll probably do Isle of Dread, because there's a lot of really good loot out there too. And as soon as we can get Teal up and running, we will, because Teal is really good. If people keep saying, hey man, I love the wings, congrats. I'm like, bro, I've had these since Hardcore Season 6. They're not the new wings. These are the old wings. They're kind of purple and multicolored. The new wings are either red for doing the normal mode or blue for doing the hard mode. So when we get them, they will be like a dark blue, right? The winter. To be honest with you, though, I probably won't even wear them beyond this event. I'll probably wear these because the Season 6 I had to do... Pretty sure I had to do 5,000 favor in order to get them. And that was a shit ton of work. So, like... I probably will just keep wearing these wings that I have out now. I probably won't change. I think during the event I'll probably change them just so people can see what the hardcore ones look like. But... And then if for some reason I fail, I'll try again. And then if I fail that again, then I'll probably just grab the regular ones, you know. Yeah, I hope they do add psionics. I think that they have enough spells and the way that the spells work that they could add a psionic system. And it would function. They wouldn't need to add, like, new spells. Like, that's something, every time they talk about it, they're like, well, we learned a lot doing Alchemist. That kind of stuff takes a lot more resources than we planned on. But I'm like, you could just basically remake what already exists in the game. Just rename it, you know? And just rename it and repurpose it. That kind of thing. Okay, dude. Where are you? Get in there. There you go. Alright, so he's gonna go in and start fighting with what's-her-name. And hopefully I can get in there and just do the eggs. I have no idea how to say your name. X... BL00 Spirit. I'm just gonna call you Spirit, okay? And good evening. Yeah, 5K was, oh dude, 5K favor just was such a grind. And if you remember, season 6 was just crazy. I can't be held because I'm undead. However, I can be, webbed like that. Not gonna open the chest. You lost your hardcore tune 200 away from the wings. Yeah, that's I know a lot of people who lost stuff like that really close, like 4,000 favor, and yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's a lot of work. That takes a lot of time. That was no joke. I was upset later when they made some of the hardcores only 3,000 favor because I'm like, bro, it's that lost 2,000, that push. That is the super hard part about going to 5,000 favor. The first 3,000 is pretty easy. It's cherry picking all the quests from 3 to 5,000 and trying to stay alive. Uh-oh. I can't go back because there is a trap. It looks like Whisper Doom is coming, so I have to stay out of her way. Get this door open. Okay, we should be fine. She usually doesn't come back here. You got the original wings. Yeah, I mean, they're identical except for the colors, right? They're not like dragonfly wings or anything. They're basically the same wing except the normal modes are red and the and I'm not even sure. You see how these have that sort of mother of pearl sheen where they have multicolors, and that changes based on the light. I'm not sure if that's the case for the new ones. I'm sure they probably have a little of that, but the picture, it looked basically just like red or blue. So yeah, it's just blue and red. So I mean, I think these are better just because they change color based on where you are, what you're doing, what you're wearing, that kind of thing. But I mean, I'll earn them and wear them so people can see them. I'll get the horse too, the unicorn, even though I'll never use that either. You know, I used the season 6 steed of the huntsman, and it's because that was just so ridiculously hard to get. It was a really tough season, that season, because of the hounds. So I was hoping that they'd add the dragonfly wings like my little fae person here has these. That's what I was hoping for. You know, I should level up, huh? I should. Yeah, if you play, what is that game? God, I'm forgetting. My brain is not working today. Diablo 4. What's the Diablo-like game that everybody loves? You guys know the name of it? For some reason, I can't think of it. Path of Exile, right? Path of Exile 1 and 2. You can buy one of the support packs that has like a whole bunch of wing back effects, and they have Dragonfly. They also have Butterfly. They have a whole bunch of interesting back wing accessories in that game. I like Diablo 4's too. Diablo 4 has some really cool ones too. And Diablo 4 is getting a major overhaul in how it plays, so we're gonna see what happens. Oh, somebody left the guild and then we went down to 199. Yeah, that's what happens, man. That's the problem with being at the cap. Like, you lose 1 point and now you're suddenly not at cap. The good news is, though, we'll get it back. Yeah, the good thing is too that we don't lose anything after level 150. There's no benefit other than, like, you know, FOMO, basically. But the 200 does look nice. Path of Exile 1 and 2, yeah, I played Path of Exile 1. I like it. I'm not very good at it. I tried playing 2, and I'm waiting for them to add, like, more and to finish the game. I thought, this is going to sound, like, really dumb, but it was just, like, not enjoyable for me because my character just kept dying. So I couldn't do hardcore, which I usually like to play, just because it was just so difficult a game. And so I did play it for a while, but I stopped. I think, didn't they just add Druid or something? So I'm probably going to go back and try it again. Yeah, I was doing a minion witch and she died. But she made it the furthest. And then I tried like an archer, which was really cool, but my DPS on the bosses wasn't as good. So like I just felt super squishy. Diablo, I played this season. I did finish this season, and I did a sorcerer. I did a Hydra Sorc. Was super strong, like super strong. I did Pit 100. I got everything. I even found a unique, like a mythic unique. It was super good, and that was on hardcore. Like I did hardcore. It was fun. Almost died pushing the pit, so I just kind of stopped because you know, if you die, you lose everything. I didn't want to lose the mythic that I found. It came really close to dying though. I had to use one of those scrolls that get you out. But luckily it worked. So. But yeah, so that game is getting like a redo of like the mechanics, I'm pretty sure. They're going to redo the gear, they're going to redo the progression, like, so whether it comes out better or worse, who knows. Some of the things sounded interesting, but we'll see. Yeah, last season I did a rogue. It was super cool. But I just couldn't put much effort into doing the pit on my rogue because she was too squishy. On the Sorc, I could do way better. Like the Hydra Sorc was super strong, but I don't think it was the best for this season though. I think it started off as, but do I even have? I do. 60%. All right, let's make that a little better. There you go. I have a dagger. Oh, nope. My damage is so low. Yeah, if you're in guild and you die, if you delete your character, we don't lose renown, but if you remove it from guild, we do. So that's why we went down to 199, but it doesn't matter. We'll get back to 200. It's super quick. What's up, dude? All right, so we're going to go level. Where should I go level? Let's go to the Drunken Dragon. Do I have that pinned? I think I do. So we'll be level 6. Tabaxi Monk. Yeah, they're solid, man. Monks are great. I have a monk thrower build that I love, but it takes a little bit to get it up and going, so that's why I decided to do a warlock for hardcore. But I do love monks. Just gonna sell all this stuff. I'll put that in the guild bank for somebody. Not doing transmute, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright. So I'm doing UMD, Spellcraft, and then I'm going to put one more point in Jump. I did one in Perform. That unlocks Perform, right? Even though I'm not doing sonic damage. I still like to have it unlocked because I'm Charisma. I do 1 point in Tumble also to unlock it, even though I don't usually tumble a lot, but I do here and there. After I put the last point in Jump, I'm going to blast Bluff. I could do Concentrate. If I had like a tome on this tune, I'd probably do Bluff, Concentrate, and maybe a little Balance. Probably do Heal because I'm undead. But, you know, I haven't used a tome, so I'm sort of short on points. But we'll get 5 for Jump. That'll make sure that at cap I have the cap because I'm casting the spell. And then here I do Quicken, which is what keeps us from requiring to have the concentration. And your Dread Mist's damage. Okay, so now if I put the mists out, they start doing extra damage. All right, because yeah. All right, so now, what do I want? I have 3 points. I should probably take this and this. That should give me a little bit more damage, and it'll give me web, which I can use as a CC quickened. Make sure that I quicken all this stuff. Don't need that quickened. We'll go to the bank and we'll check to see if I have any gear that I can wear. Yeah, we're not worried about that. I don't really care. What level am I? Level 6. Will I lose the 5 hit points? Yes. Alright, so let's see if I have anything that will make up those hit points. Necro, spell, and then a yellow slot. That's not bad. Impulse, though. Wisdom. That would be a good helmet. We definitely want these. Speed 15, Featherfall. Yeah, those are way better than the Boots of Minor Shrouding. Way better. Oh, I actually have lesser restore potions. We can't wear those. Oh, man. Okay, that has Symphony on it. I forgot. So a bunch of this stuff that I have doesn't have the Symphony boost on it. So all this stuff down here I can't wear. So for now, I'm going to keep this and this until I find something with the hit points, or if I get a gem that I could slot into this necklace or something. I don't really care about haggle and diplomacy. And that wouldn't really, I'm not really doing anything that, I mean, the spell site would be nice, but having the impulse on this is good because the other thing I'm using is Radiance. And then I like having the shield, although we probably want to try to get a better shield. There we go, 200. I desperately need to get some better gear, though. All right, so let's go finish that. We were doing... Tangleroot. Just have to make sure that I do everything that I want to do. Like, I decided to skip the Salt Marsh. I'll do the Salt Marsh at Cap. But we probably will do the Feywild. Should probably level 6. I mean, I should probably get a Cleric. You know, because the Muse, while the Muse is okay as a gold seal, he really is not that good. There is a way better Cleric that I could get at level 5. It's like Lara Faye's daughter. I forget her name. You guys know who I'm talking about? She's like insanely good. And she's level 5. I think she's a favored soul. We'll go pick her up. I forget her name. I want to say Karaneth, but I don't think that's the right name. I'm just forgetting. Alright, levels... I think she's level 5. It's not Kendra. It's not Maloran. It's not Molin. It's... Is it not Aris? Who is it? Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Onadil. Yeah, we'll grab 2 Onadils. Onadil is like crazy, dude. She's in the Lara Faye family. Absolutely. And she's really responsive to whatever happens. Like, she'll throw heals or she'll do DPS. She's not as bad as Lara Faye, like dumping every single bit of mana that she has the minute you walk into a dungeon, but she's definitely related to her. If you guys never used her before, I'll show you just how good she is. She's going to help us. Hopefully. She's definitely got more brains than that Feywild Muse, but the Feywild Muse is a gold seal, right? So, like, we can use him whenever. I mean, I hate using the hirelings, but for hardcore, we want every advantage that we can get, right? There's no shame in trying to stay alive. Because, you know, we're dealing with dumb stuff anyway. Lag, spikes, and, you know, crazy champions that crit you for 200. So, like, we kind of have to be really careful doing Elite. And especially if you're doing Reaper, you have to be really careful. So this is a level 8. We are level 6. This is over level. So, dangerous. So that's why we've got this companion who's going to help us. Oh, looks like I need to go to the bank too. Get rid of all this junk in my backpack. And see, we don't buff the companion, because the minute you buff them, that, like, flags them for death. Like, it marks them for death if you buff them, so we don't buff them. We just leave her. She'll take care of herself. As long as she heals herself, I don't care, right? Just spam sound burst and heal, and you're good. Okay, here we go. See, she just spams sound burst and searing light. It's great. Yeah, sound. It's really, really good. Yeah. One of the best spells in the game because of that stun. Alright, make your way to the inner stronghold. Okay, let's go. I don't need to kill this dude, do I? As long as she heals herself, I'm gonna throw a web right at this door. Maybe grab anything and then she can sound burst it. There we go. Yeah, she's like a killing machine, dude. I bet she's got more kills than I do. Okay, thought I was gonna get that web more in the middle, but that's okay. Oh, today you guys died? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. What got you? Oh, that was today? Dude. I thought you meant during the old hardcore season. Wow, that was today. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. So that means you had to start over, right? Doing a new... that you would have lost your loot, right? Yeah, that sucks. Was it reasonably fast to fill it? Evasion failed. Oh, the maze. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that quest on this character. I think you're very brave to do that quest. I mean, a lot of people know that quest really well. I know it, I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to skip it. If we do it, we'll do it later on in Epics. I'm not going to do it in Heroics alone. But we'll see. You filled the bar for the wings in 4 days. That's really encouraging to hear. That means that once I get to cap, I'll have a really good chance, like if I jump in just normal groups, of filling it pretty quick. We'll see what happens though. I mean, who knows? I might have to start another hardcore tune and start over and do it again. All right, this is 1, right? 1. I have no idea why I have these memorized. It's part of that, like, data in my brain that should not be there thing. Is it? Helmet, it is, right? I'm pretty sure it's helmet. And then I think it's spaceship. Yeah, spaceship and bow. Okay. Which I think is 4, right? So I think it's 1, 4, 4, 3. If you go in the way that I went in. Or 3, 4, 4, 1 if you go in the other way. This one here is double bow. Whatever people call that. What do you guys call that? I call it double bow. Some people call it something else, right? I call that double bow. I call that spaceship. Although people I've heard call it sword. I called that top one helmet, and I called that one A and E, but I've heard people call that one spaceship too, so I don't know. You guys probably can sense why I usually quest alone, because they'll say do spaceship, and then I'll do spaceship, but it'll be a different one. Hey! Come on, throw out a heal. Stop spamming Soundburst and throw me a heal. Alright, that was fire. That's not light. That's not bad. So that totem does not take evil damage. Didn't know that. Alright, let's go. Wings have a gatekeeping mechanic. Can't start till level 5. Oh, so are you saying that if I go to cap, I can't do it, right? Because I have to have already earned the stuff when I was lower? So basically, I'm screwed on this character, right? Like, I probably need to start over again. My plan was just to go to cap. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna go to cap and do all the stuff at legendary, not gonna worry about it in heroic. But if they make it so that, like, you have to do a certain thing before a certain level, then I would have to start over, probably start over on a different tune. Yeah, okay. That's my plan. I don't know. We'll see who else is there at cap. Usually there's people farming stuff. Who knows if people will be or not. But at least at that time, like, I can... If I farm gear at cap, I'll feel better about the longevity of that gear, because I already have a ton of low-level gear on this character, like, on this account. Once the Symphony of the Fae is done, I'll probably end up deleting the double gear that I have, right? But there is a lot of stuff at cap that I don't have yet. So, like, I definitely need to get some stuff like that. And also, like, I do have a bunch of dinosaur mats, so I could technically make myself a dino caster stick with the Symphony buff on it. I could turn in... I think I have the materials to turn in to get, like, a Queen Scepter, that kind of thing, which I probably should do for heroics as well. That's actually a pretty decent idea. So, you know, I'm just trying to think, like, when the event's over, I'm not looking to waste any time, right? So I don't want to redo what I already have. I already have a ton of low-level gear. Like, I was thinking, well, I'll just go and farm a bunch of Lobby stuff that has the Symphony buff on it, but it's not going to matter once this event's over. It's not like they're going to keep that around, you know? So... Yeah, Autosbox, you think that that would work? They usually cover like all the possibilities for people exploiting that sort of stuff, but maybe. I haven't bought an Autosbox in a long time. My main is pretty much done. I mean, I still have a couple of lives to do, but the major grind is done. I just have to finish up a couple of racials and a couple. I think I have one or two like heroics to do, and then I'm completely done. So I just haven't been rushing to get it done because there's it's not like that changes anything. If they add more epic pass lives, I probably would go back to farming because I'd like doing epic pass lives the best. All right, this is the hardest one here, right? So we'll see how we do. Nice. She throws command. I didn't realize she did command as well. I forget which side to run to for the trap, by the way. I think I go to the right, but I could go to the left, right? Or I could take out Froggo and let him try to get the trap. Not too happy about how this hardcore operates. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the same thing. I think having the Symphony gear mark was smart. I think it's a good way to keep people from using gear that they already have, but in the longer term, it's kind of lame because it means farming things we already have farmed, and especially with the farming percentages so low, it just exacerbates a problem. If you had a hard time finding a piece of gear normally, now you only have a limited amount of time to try to farm gear for your character, so it's like there's not much that fixes that percentage for the rare drops. So yeah, it's one of the reasons I don't do a lot of the most recent content. I'm just not interested in that awful gear percentage. Like, I never get gear when I run it, and I'm not interested in doing it 100 times. If I organically run it a lot, that's one thing, but I kind of like the gear drop percentage that exists in the Feywild, in my opinion. That feels pretty decent. Oh, he's the champ. And there's clerics casting fire rays. Bro, are you gonna come? Alright, I'm gonna hit him with that thing. So he's standing in that. Is he even taking damage? Oh, she sat him down. I love it. She does not mess around. Meet Larafay's little sister. FOMO cash grab, yeah. I mean, that does kind of describe the entire game, though, right? I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's a mean thing to say either. I've already said it. Like, if America made gotchas, this is one. But, I mean, you know, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. All right, so for this, I'm almost positive I might die right here. You guys can laugh at me if I do. Okay, I remembered. It's the right, not the left. Why do I remember stuff like that? Isn't there more important stuff that I could put in my brain? Nice. Yeah, this quest is elite level 8, right? Or 9. It's high. Yeah, this is elite level 9. We're level 6. So we did well. Considering I'm on a first life tune and my gear is all from Korthos. But, you know, like that's why I went and got her, because she's nuts. Like, she makes it easy. Alright, so we're all done. We've got our buff. Hopefully we can get the item that gives us Death Ward, because I did not go and farm for a helmet out of Saltmarsh with the 3 blasts on it. I have to, you know, hope. But technically we don't need it. We're undead. We don't need Death Ward, you know. We would just take it if it's presented to us here in this list. But it doesn't look like it is anyway. Oh, there it is. Is there anything else that I can take that would be better? Yeah, see, we just don't need it. We don't need it. We're already undead. We're immune. We're immune. If they hit us with negative energy, we're gonna get healed. I'm pretty sure we're immune to, like, energy drain anyway. So I think we should probably take this Acolyte ring, because the devotion nullification will help us out if we do this, the Death Aura. And we're gonna get the other Death Aura later, so, like... And since our gear is so terrible now, like, 3 decks isn't really gonna help. 4 armor I already have. I don't want to have to worry about a spell fail yet. So I'm not really... And that would only give us 1 more armor, right? So I don't really want to upgrade to that. That would be garbage. Those would be nice. Obviously, having strength is always good, but I just think that the ring is the play. That would be cool too. I mean, we could do that, summon monsters, but if I want to do a summon, I could just go get scrolls. I think this is the move for us right here. For now, for this character. I need to go to a bank. We're gonna go Saltmarsh. Saltmarsh, and then we'll make our way to... I think I have to kind of... My gear is just so bad, though.
Adventure calls far and wide, monsters and dragons, lost piles of gold. Where are they in long lost cities and sunken ruins? If can find treasure, I will try. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. I will stay with my party until I die. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. I forget how to live in the real world. I forget how to live without rolling the die. And my dice have 20 sides, and I heard there's a dungeon nearby. Let's go find a dragon.